This computer. All right, Mary, what's going on?
What's going on?
All right, talk to me. Talk to me.
What
What's
what what you wanna know?
you in the course, right?
Uh-huh. Just finished. I
Yeah.
got one more module.
First, wait. What project are you on right now?
I'm on project 8.
Wait, you got the project 8 already?
I'm on project 8. I didn't do the SQL loader was for project 7
Yeah, why you didn't do it?
because I thought it was challenging, but I knew how you
Why?
so I
Why is it
waited to the
challenging?
next. I waited to lesson
Hold
8,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
and
Why is
now
it
that I
challenging?
understand it, I'm gonna go back and do
Or you gonna go back and do it? But what
yeah.
was challenging about it though? Tell me.
I think I was just getting errors or something. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's all.
But you know the concept for SQL Loader, right?
I do know the concept of SQL. Well, you just gotta put a user, and then you gotta give it privileges, and then you gotta give it space, unlimited spaces. I understand the concept.
Cool. Now, are you talking about SQL Loader or are you talking about Data Pump?
Oh, actually, I'm talking about data.
You talking about
Am I
Data
talking
Pump?
about data pump? Yeah, I'm
Data
talking about
Pump.
data.
That's the last thing that you. Data Pump was that on Project 6 or Project 7? I'm not quite sure.
No, then it's SQL loader because it was
That's
the
SQL
last
Loader. Okay, because I know when you sent me the text, that you sent me a text on Data Pump.
one. Is that data pump that I sent you?
Yeah, Data Pump, the export import
That's
that I
what.
was saying that
Yeah,
is
that
super
sounds good.
important.
Yes, because I was having error codes on that. That's probably why.
Yeah. Okay. So you understand. I'm not sure if I put it on the module, but there's like a script where you can just copy and paste it into your command line prompt. I'm not sure if I put
There was, but the thing is,
that.
because when I send it to you, I had to add a temp file to the temporary folder.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. You were having an issue with that. Okay, so that's yeah,
Well,
that's
that was
not what.
something else. That was something else. But we figured that out because you told me to create a new temp,
Yeah, so
but
you
it was
delete the
not.
old temporary table
Yeah,
temporary
it
table,
wasn't letting me delete it, so I just had to add a temp file to.
and then you can delete it.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that was fine. Yeah.
cool. All right, cool. All right, so when it comes to data pump, right, you're gonna do this like all the time. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you for real. Like, it's gonna be like every,
Every other day.
I say like at least twice a week.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna do data pump.
Yeah, so that's
That's
why I want
why.
to make sure I master that. That's why I didn't want to.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that. Nah, you got to know that because, like, actually, the physical backup, like Arm Man,
Mhm.
you ain't gonna do that.
Okay, because that's on autopilot.
Exactly, right? Because I have never backed up a database one time in my career.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I never backed up a database ever physically.
That's crazy.
I never did that. But logically, oh yeah, I backed up the database for sure. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And what they're basically going to tell you is just they need you to refresh either a table or a scheme. You will never really have to refresh an entire database
Okay.
per se, but you're probably going to have to refresh like schema.
Okay, sounds good. So we did that.
Yeah. So basically, you once you take the backup of that schema in the production database, then you got to know that you've taken a backup and it was successful. Because if you try to import in their database, let's say like the test database, what's going to happen is if you don't delete that schema, if you don't drop that schema,
Hmm.
you're going to have some weird issues. So just drop that schema, like just drop it like it's hot, like you don't even matter. Like just drop it and then just import it, and everything just goes smooth.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's say like it's like a schema called star, for instance, right? And it has like 2000 2000 tables or whatever, right? But it's old and stale, right? So you back it up there, and then when you bring it over here, just drop all that stuff, which means you're gonna drop 2000 tables. So you
That's
got to be
crazy.
scared. So you better be careful. You
That's
better be
crazy.
sure that hey, I got this back up. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Or another thing that you could do is something that some people do is right before they actually instead of them actually dropping it, what they do is they can rename the table, for instance. Like if you're doing a refresh on a table,
Hmm.
just so if the table is called star in the where it's going, just call it star one, for instance, or star old. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Then you can import star. When you know that star is there, okay, it looks good. You call the guy, hey, it's there, right? Cool. Then you can delete it. You see what I'm
Stop
saying?
doing it. Okay,
Yeah,
sounds
yeah, you still like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So you
otherwise, I get nervous just dropping stuff like that.
exactly. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So just rename it first, import it, and then when you know that everything is good, hey, you can, and then they confirm, hey, is this your good? It's good, no problem. All right, I'm getting ready to drop this. Then they'll say, okay,
Okay.
you can drop it, and then you're good. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Yeah, you like the way you like the way I give it to you, don't you?
Yeah, that's pretty good. But you know what? You know what's funny? I was supposed to do this like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I was like, I'm not doing this. This is for boys. I'm not doing this. This is just
Man, look, I try to tell people. This is what I try to tell people, like, especially black, like us.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is about technology that it just be getting us scared. And that's where all the money's at for real.
It is, but see, back in the day,
Yeah.
because when I was in school, the guy it was basically like being a mechanic. See what I'm saying to you? So
Right.
the girls that I know who did computer stuff, they did like graphic design, web design, that type of
Right.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so ever since then, it's just that shift. Nowadays, I think because I mean Oracle back then was that I mean you really did need to know your stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Oh
think
yeah.
they had all the GUIs and all that stuff like they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
Like
easier.
yeah, actually right now, like what's hot right now is AWS, to be for real for real.
Mhm.
AWS is hot. But like I'm not sure if I told you, maybe I told another one of the students, but I'm creating yet a few more courses on AWS
Okay.
specifically for DBAs, right? So like if once you get in the market, right, they're probably going to start you off at between 50 and $70,
Mm-hmm.
or somewhere in there. And you live in you in Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Funny enough, I'm going to go to Atlanta this weekend.
Okay.
But in Atlanta, that's a lot of money. But imagine if you had DBA skills and AWS skills. I mean, you're making some serious money for real. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's serious. I mean, and I always tell people this, man. Like, if you just do these projects, and once I bring out this AWS course, I'm telling you, you do that too. There's no way you should be asking for anything less than $100 an hour.
When you bringing out that course?
Oh, that'll be out. That'll be out this month.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, it's gonna be out this month for real. So I'm trying to package it where DBAs know both worlds. So you're marketable regardless. I know
Mm-hmm.
the DBA world, and then I know AWS. You know what AWS is, right?
The AWS isn't that? I mean, that's still database. All that web stuff,
Well,
Amazon, and them.
it's Amazon, right? But it's just cloud. So basically, everybody's trying to put it. Okay, so right now, what's the purpose of cloud? So cloud is nothing but a server. But the difference is if you have a database right now in your environment, right? So your job has to go rent like a space where they put all these different servers, like
Mm-hmm.
your database server, your web server, and all that's got to go into like a cold room. You know those little cold rooms where you need security to get in, right? So that's just rent, and they got to physically man that. So they got to hire people to do all that stuff, to manage it, to make sure that the servers don't go down. But with AWS, none of that, right? So AWS already has their own servers,
Mm-hmm.
right? They already have their own servers, and all you got to do is just get an account with them. And you know how you got to download like the OS, you got to download the Oracle database, yeah, you got to provision all that stuff. Now they do all that stuff for you in seconds.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So what people are trying to, what a lot of companies are doing now is they're making that transition from a data from a physical location to the cloud.
Now, is that going to be? You think that's going to be better than the 12C?
Oh, I mean, whether it's better or not, I think at this point it doesn't even matter because everybody's making that transition. Even
Mm-hmm.
Oracle's making the transition to cloud. Oracle has its own
Yeah.
platform cloud. Yeah, Oracle
Hmm.
has its own, but AWS right now, I'm trying to tell people like people who are making less than 50 G's a year, I'm telling you, they take my course and then they take the AWS course. I'm telling you, in man, if they were focused like you, give it 4 or 5 months, they making 200 G's.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to tell you, like 200 G's. Like if you just focus, like you literally become a nerd.
Hmm.
That's what you got to do. You
Hmm.
got to become a nerd. And the coolest thing about AWS that I'm finding is if you transition from if you transition from the Oracle world to AWS, it is so easy.
Okay.
Versus if you try to transition from the AWS world to Oracle.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you right now, and even me, I will admit it, Oracle's not that easy.
Hmm.
It's not an easy, and you haven't even got to the advanced class,
Right.
like the racks, like the data guard, like the golden gates and all that good stuff. So all that stuff, oh, it is not a game. Like Oracle's not a game. It's
Hmm.
not a game. And then you gotta learn PL SQL too.
Yeah,
If you want
that's.
to get it, yeah. If you want to get into the develop, like it is not a game. So imagine you've been brutalized
Hmm.
by going through Oracle, and now you just want to go through AWS. AWS is a joke.
What is that? Is it all GUI? Do you need any coding?
All GUI,
That's
lady. It is
good.
all GUI. It's just all GUI because all you're doing is just giving some people permissions and just some other stuff. But for the most part, like if Oracle, if the difficulty of Oracle was say at a say at a 9, AWS is like to me, it's like a 3.5.
No, wait, stop.
God, it's so
Are
easy
you serious?
to me.
I mean that's
Like
saying
I put
a
it,
lot. Considering I just finished Oracle, that's saying a lot.
yeah. Like I put it like this. I'll put it like this, right? Like once you get the hang of AWS, come on, it's a joke.
But you have to say as far as marketability,
Yeah.
because you still have half the people on Oracle right now. Wouldn't you say that?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people. Oh, Oracle is not going anywhere.
Right.
Forget what you heard. Like
Mhm.
Oracle is not going anywhere. It is what it is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, you're still going to get those $110,000 jobs. You're still going to get those $150,000 jobs through Oracle. That is not going anywhere.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But one thing I will say is this: everybody's going to the cloud. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. As a matter of fact, because I haven't had a job in what 6, 7 years, I just haven't. But if I'm going to teach, because I got like 3 different AWS certifications. You know what I'm saying? And there's like 10 of them that you can get.
That's good.
So I'm thinking about getting like 7 or 8 of them. I just want to see, okay, how much can I make if I decide to go back in there? Like there are people that make $800,000 as doing AWS.
That
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
it's crazy. Like the money's out there, but like I keep trying to tell people, you just got to be you got to become a geek. You got to
Mhm.
be a geek for like a few months, and then you got to apply like a geek. Like I try to tell people, like yes, we will help you out with job placement. Yes, we'll do that. But at the same time, like shoot, you got to be applying like a geek on your own too.
Mhm.
And I just had another guy, one of my past students, and he's going to do an interview. His name is Mark. He got a job like 2 years ago, making like 77K. Now they just offered him a job for like 95K before bonuses. You
That's
know
good.
what I'm saying? Yeah, he just sent me a text. I'll show it to you. Hold on. Shoot. You know I backs everything up.
If what was I gonna say for the
See that joint
AWS?
right there? You see that joint?
Let me see. It's blurry to me.
Oh, hold on. No. Yeah, yeah. You see it?
Hmm.
Wait. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, 95. I see the 95.
You saw it, right? Hold on.
Hmm.
I'll make sure. What is your name? Say? Oh, yeah. Engineer. Okay, the company offered DBA engineering role for 95K. Nice. Being increase. Blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. So Mark is doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's doing his thing. So I told him to just take the offer, but he over there talking about he trying to go shit. I was like, shit, boy, you better take that shit. You better take that. So, I mean, you're doing well. You know what I'm saying? You're doing
Yeah,
well. But
but I mean, I like how you
yeah,
teach because you teach. I was looking for like a class format, and you definitely do that class format with the
yeah,
homework assignments, with the
yeah,
going over the home. That's really good. I think a
yeah,
lot of people don't do it that way, so that makes it
yeah.
a lot easier.
Yeah, and I had to. Unfortunately, I had to switch to online just simply, obviously COVID. You know what I'm saying? I mean, COVID just messed everything up as far as me
Did I
doing.
lose you?
Can you see me, Marie? Can you see me?
Hello?
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Hey, I think I lost you for a second.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was just saying that COVID just messed everything up as far as me doing the class physically or whatever. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying, but now everything has to be online. You know?
But I think it's better. Well, in a sense, it's better because now you don't have to go to a physical class, and since you mail out the laptop,
Laptops and all that. Yep.
I mean, it took me forever to like download Oracle, download the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
VirtualBox,
yeah. Yo,
download
tell me about that
download
though.
Linux,
Yeah,
download Putty, download Win. Do you know how much downloading stuff I was trying to
yo,
do?
tell me about that. Like, so the last place that you went to, right? The last place that you went to. Tell me about that experience.
Can't even say the last place because it's if you're studying on your own online, that's the only way. That's the only way to do it because you're gonna have to.
Oh, so you studied by yourself?
I was studying. I mean, I did courses, but it still was essentially by myself. Essentially, so you had to simulate the Oracle environment. So you had to download Oracle, download the
Yeah.
software, download the database, download Linux, download the. It's like a lot of. So it could take you could be wasting a month easily
Yeah.
just getting yourself set up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
and that's one of the things that I said. You know what? In my course, we're not gonna do none of that. Like, I just
no,
want it to be just like I send your laptop. All right, get
and
ready,
you're done.
go. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
done.
how it should be.
Yeah, all that you got to download. Nah, we ain't got time for all that. You can
No.
do that later in Project 8.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you do that once your feet are wet. But
Yeah,
as
that
far
makes
as
sense.
like getting started and all that, I said nope, not gonna do it. And the same thing I'm gonna do with AWS. I'm just gonna
Mhm.
ship everything out, classroom. So basically, what I basically have to do is I have to basically get in front of a camera and just act like some people behind me and start teaching again. So it's
Are
gonna
you
be kind of
still on SQL on AWS?
what with AWS. You don't need none of that, baby.
So what do you do? I can't even imagine. I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay, so it depends though. So if you're an AWS solutions architect, right, you're not a DBA.
Okay.
So basically, what you're doing is you're building different things like VPCs. Okay, so what's a VPC? That's just basically like a data center in the cloud.
Hmm.
A click of 5 clicks, you're done. It's not a big deal.
That's crazy.
You're creating users. You know how to do that. With
Hmm.
with a few clicks, you're done. You're creating policies. They call policies permissions. You know what I'm saying? It's the
But if
same.
you're in if
Yeah.
so you're more like an architect. But are
Correct.
you so basically you just have like I would say you just have projects and then you're done. Is it more like almost like consulting type?
Kind of, sort of. So basically, like it could be like, so you're working for a company and they need to create a private. If you're a solutions architect, right?
Hmm.
So they might give you something like, okay, we need to create a brand new VPC for let's say the accounting department. But
Hmm.
then there's some security groups. There's different things that we need to be configured. Your job is just to build the stuff. It's basically like you just building a house.
But after you're done building, what are they? Do they
Yeah,
switch you
just
to
build.
another project, or you have to like maintain?
Yeah, you don't maintain nothing. I mean, well, I guess you're always maintaining, right? But
Mhm.
you just from one project to another project to another. But trust
Yeah.
me, all you're doing is clicking some buttons.
No, that's fine. Yes, that is more
Not
like that's more of a consulting type position. That's why it's paying so much more.
correct. But now, if you're a DBA, right? But now, remember I said like the companies they're moving from the physical location to the cloud. So if
Mhm.
you're a DBA in the cloud, now that's different. So now all you're doing is you're going to move the database to the AW to the cloud. That in itself is a skill set,
Mhm.
right? That migration part, that's a skill set. A
Mhm.
lot of jobs they're going to hire you if you want to get into AWS. They're going to hire you. Okay, we need you to move our database from on-premise to the cloud. That in
Mhm.
itself, not a big deal at all. Not a big deal, but that in itself is a skill set. But now,
Okay.
once your database is in the cloud, it's back to normal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you're just doing your regular DBA stuff. It's just that it's just housed by by AWS and not your physical environment. That's all that is. So nothing different. You see what I'm saying? But the only thing is, a lot of things you do not have to worry about anymore. Patching is gone. Backup is gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gone. So I don't want to scare DBAs out there, but
But even on the 12C, that a lot of that stuff is gone too. Wouldn't you say?
nah, 12C is like 12C and 19C. Like there's a lot of things that like 19C is the latest as far as Oracle is concerned. But
Mm-hmm.
most companies are still using 12C. I'm still using 11G actually, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I know you haven't gotten to week 9 yet. That's when I start teaching you the
Installation.
pluggable
Yeah.
databases and all that whole new world.
Mm-hmm.
Like 11, like the transition from 11G to 12C was a big shift,
Mm-hmm.
big shift. Because now you just have regular, you just like you have a database. You have another database you want to put other stuff in, but now you know how long that takes and all that, right? But now I can create a container database
Right.
with a command.
Right. Because you got that seed and everything's already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can create all that in one command. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And even 12C release 1 and 12C release 2, big difference. Because now if I need a flashback, like in 12C, if I need a flashback, let's say I have different pluggable databases inside that one container. Let's say I have 5 containers inside one. I got to flashback everything in 12C release 1. You know what I'm saying? If somebody made a mistake, they dropped an important table. Now I got to flashback everything. So, but in 12C release 2, you can flashback just that pluggable database. That's a
Oh,
huge,
okay. Yeah. That makes
yeah.
sense.
So that's a huge that was huge. So yeah. So I wouldn't worry about it. As far as I would definitely keep AWS on your radar,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, because cloud is definitely, it's hot. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm actually trying to do is I'm just trying to test myself, because it's brand new skill. I'm trying to see, okay, would it be possible for me to get 3 jobs that's paying me, I don't know, maybe like 300 grand each?
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that.
You can do that. I mean, if you set yourself up like as a consultant.
No, you can do that. You can do that shit W2. It ain't no thing. Like it's yeah, it's remote. What
No,
they
I
know?
mean technically, can you do? Okay, yeah, but in a
Yeah.
sense, you are setting yourself up where it's like these are my clients, and I have 3 clients.
No,
You know what I'm
no,
saying to you?
no. All you
No, I'm
gotta
not
do
saying you
is
have to officially do it that way, but
no. All you gotta do is you get a job W2, working a job W2, right? So I'm saying. Then you
mhm.
get another job working W2, staying 9 to 5. You already know, because COVID has made your life easy. All you gotta do is come down to your home office, put the computers next to each other. They don't know no different.
That here's you're hilarious.
They don't make no difference. So we're gonna make this money. Either way, we're gonna make this money.
No,
But
that's good to
yeah,
know.
the opportunities are there. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so what you got for me as far as the project? Where's any real like issues you had like between project 1 and project 4? Any concepts?
I didn't have any real issues. The projects were pretty straightforward, I think.
Okay.
I was really doing my those first couple projects. I was really doing it.
Yeah, I see.
You probably thought I was going to the
You
answer sheet, whatever.
man, you in Atlanta.
I
You know,
didn't even know you had that up until like I don't know lesson 6, and I was like, "What? He got the answers to this?" I was
yeah,
like, "Oh," but
yeah.
I was really doing it. The
That's what's up.
SQL, the stuff, because I feel like, and when you're, in the real world, you're not going to be calling anybody for answers.
Not
You
really.
got to figure it out yourself.
Yeah, and most of the time, like when they give you stuff at work, they're not gonna, be standing behind you. Well, although that has happened to me once before.
Yeah, you still need to know your stuff.
Yeah, I said that on one of my videos, right? Like
Mhm.
it happened to me once before, where like there was literally somebody standing behind me like this. Yeah, that happened to me once, and that was like my first job when I was working at Raytheon.
That's
My
fun.
first day on the job, And I got there. I got my first day on the job was on a Friday, and they had two people coming. They just came to me. They were like, "Hey, you the new DBA?" So yeah. They was like, "Well, we got an issue with one of the databases." I'm like, "I just got here. I don't know nothing. I don't know where." And this was like one of my first jobs. I'm fresh, and they was literally I was like, "Okay, where's this server?"
No, that's why you need to know that. But that's what I was saying with the way you do it, you're coming out with all the hands-on experience. So
Yeah,
when
yeah.
someone's standing
So
behind you, you're not like, oh,
yep, yep. You know, because they literally were standing behind me like this. Two of them. Yeah. And then they had to see the CIO on the phone too. He's like, is he here yet? Because it was Friday and it was a sunny day and they was trying to go home.
that is funny.
Yeah, and it just conveniently my team were not around.
Oh, okay, right.
Conveniently.
Oh, they might have been could have just been a setup. They might have been testing you, just wanted to see.
You think?
No.
Yeah, they were. They were like,
No.
man, we just gonna let's see how this dude gonna handle himself.
Yeah.
But this is why I say, if you do these projects religiously, if you're religious about these projects, when you start a job, you're not going to have any problems as far as, just, the basics.
Yeah, because you practice every
Oh
scenario.
yeah, like they'll be able to leave. Okay, yeah, she's good. Like they'll be able to leave you and just okay, she's fine. You might not know how they do their things their way,
Right.
but they're gonna be like, no,
Right.
no, she's a DBA. Like let's just teach her how we do our stuff. But that's most of the time. That's how it's going to work. They're just going to tell you okay, I know what you learned on all that, but look, this is what we do. Is what I'm saying. But I'm super proud of you. Like you kicking ass. Like man, you doing your
I'm trying to get out here.
Yeah, man. Just keep doing your work. Just keep building on your skills, and I'm telling you, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I just had like a 20-year-old Chris. He's interviewing for a job. Well, actually, he's 19. He's interviewing for a job. 19. They're gonna give him some money. He might have,
This is good. This is good. This is better than doing the getting your computer science degree, blah blah blah, going to
them days is over. Them
Yeah.
college degree days, them days is
need
over.
to do like if you get into a program like this and you really do the work.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I always tell people. I'm like, look, you can go to spend 4 years in college if you want to. That's on you.
Fun.
You know what I'm saying? And spend all that damn money. That's on
Right.
you. Or you could just be a geek for like 4 months and then just go start making money. At the end of the day, nobody cares what degree you got. Nobody cares about none of that.
They just want to know that they
They
got
just want to know that look,
sure.
can you do the job? It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So, but you doing what you're supposed to do. I have no problems with you whatsoever. Like you've been turning in your homework assignments.
Yeah, I've been doing my homework.
Yeah, just do your homework. And I know Atlanta can be like really distracting or whatnot, but just keep your head down and just be a geek. Just keep being a geek, and because once you get that job, after 5 o'clock, girl, it's time to party. You know how it is. But this time you getting paid.
No, you have to get your priorities.
Yeah, you got to get that. You got to get those priorities right. I keep trying to tell these knuckleheads out here, get your priority right. Look, I've trained people who are making $350 right now. They making $350,000 driving Benzes.
That's crazy.
I don't drive a Benz. I drive a Honda Civic. I could buy a Benz, but I'm just trying to tell you. But they driving a Benz and they looking good.
That's,
you know what I'm saying? So why not you?
Yeah, why not?
Why not you? You can make that money. You know what I'm saying? Just be a geek for a little bit.
No, I agree with you. We used to have another. I don't know if you guys have a lot of. I don't know if you have a lot of competition over there up in DC as far as this type of school.
I look at it like
down here, not so much.
Yeah, I look at it like this, man. Like, yeah, in Atlanta, nope. There's basically
there used to be a couple girls down here. There used to be a couple, but not anymore. I think COVID kind of put everybody out of business.
COVID put a lot of people out of business. And the funny thing is I was lucky because like my first year in business, someone just told me, you know what, you need to start recording all these things. You just never know, because a lot of people started reaching out to me, like people like you. They don't live in my area, so I'm not going to serve them. So I said, all right, no. I'm gonna record all these videos. I'm gonna do the work, and A lot of these guys, they did not do that.
Mm-hmm.
They hurting. I mean, they are hurting. And
Mm-hmm.
also, honestly, and I'm not trying to say anything, but I have not seen anybody who's as transparent and who teaches like I teach it. Nobody.
Now I would have to agree with you. And
No.
I've been around.
Yeah.
They're not. Look, I studied everybody's stuff. I just feel like at the end of the day, everyone's different. But for me personally, I feel like you need a classroom setting, a teacher you can call or
Got
text,
to. Got
a
to have.
homework assignment. Like you cannot just be, especially with this type of work, you cannot just you can't just memorize and learn
Can't
a
do that.
textbook,
Yep.
a Udemy class,
Yep.
etc. You need to know how to do. You need to get this database up. You need to.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you
Yep.
don't have the hands on, it's like you're not doing anything. So
Yep. Yeah,
that's what
you got
sets you apart, I would say.
yeah, you gotta have that teacher
Mm-hmm.
who's gonna I think you need both, and that's what I try to do. Like, you need that, okay, how's this how are you doing it? You need to see him do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, let me hear how he said it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I need to hear him explain it on the board. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So you kind of need all that.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people say, man, I can go to your course. I get the same course for like $30 on Udemy. I'm like, bruh, all
No,
right,
you
cool.
can't
We
do
go
it.
there, go there. So when you
Yeah.
have an issue, who you gonna call?
I already have all those courses on Udemy.
Yeah.
Listen, you cannot even for you to even you can go and memorize a whole bunch of stuff out of a book somewhere. That's fine. You can do that off the line. But for you to even set up your Oracle right on your computer,
Please,
like that alone
please.
is worth the price of the class. Trust me.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you're not going to set up a whole Oracle environment from your house, set up servers, network your whole stuff from your house. Then you can go pay $30 and get that Udemy
that's
guided.
what I'm saying.
But you're not even gonna get to that for. You're not even gonna get to that.
Yeah, but even with Udemy, I always tell people this, right? Like you get what you pay for. Like all these online courses, ain't nobody doing it like I do it.
No, I agree
Because,
with you. I would have
yeah,
to.
and the reason I say that is because I always the reason why I say that is I always come from the student's perspective. I'm like, okay, this dude, he don't know shit about Oracle. All right, so how I need to break this thing down so he can understand.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, how do I need to be so he can be engaged? Because you see a lot of my videos, right? A lot of times I'm talking about some bullshit.
But it's but that's what I'm saying. You have literally replicated a class
Exactly.
environment. So
Exactly.
it's like going to class. If you go to school and you sit and learn, it's like, well, what else? You got the test, you got a teacher, you can answer questions, you didn't listen.
Yeah.
And then another thing too, another student asks the same question that you're thinking about.
Exactly.
On and on. And you got the notes, you got the class notes, you got the teacher notes, you got the scripts.
Exactly.
So it's like if you didn't learn it this way,
you can learn it
you're
way.
definitely not gonna learn it on.
I'm gonna catch you somehow.
You're not gonna learn it.
I'm gonna catch your ass somehow.
You got to hand in your homework assignment.
Yeah.
Somebody overlooking your homework assignment. You're not gonna.
Yes.
You're not gonna slide by without doing this work.
Yes. So
that's the difference.
So that's what I be trying to. That's what.
But you know, but the way how I see it is, this is it's like you're paying for a mentor. You're paying for mentorship.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing because there's some. Yeah, so there's different. A lot of people just think you're just gonna learn something and then boom, the job gonna come. Hell no, that ain't how that stuff works. Like, yeah, you can try to memorize something, but I'm trying to tell you, like, if you have like little issues, that's when you need that mentor. That's when you need somebody to, hey, they telling me to do this. Like, I'm supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying?
That's why people pay thousands of dollars for a personal trainer, where you know how to do sit-ups, right? But you're not doing them. So that's why you're paying all this money. So you
exactly. You want results or you want results?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the difference.
So they got like really really big like online stuff. Like I know you. I don't know if you heard like A Cloud Guru, like the Udemy's. Now I didn't see their game. Their game was weak because at the end of the day, all they're doing is just putting some. And the one thing I hate as a student is watch them read all some damn PDFs. That stuff don't mean nothing to me.
I feel like if you starting from scratch, you need this.
Yeah, like all that PDF stuff they reading some descriptions. I'm like, bro, I don't that all that stuff don't mean nothing to me. Like I'm just
And a
falling
lot of these
asleep.
guys are more like, it's almost like a professor, like they're
Yeah,
explaining to you, but
yeah.
they're not hands-on DBA,
Nope.
like they're not DBA guy. They might be a developer or they might be
Nope.
whatever. I've noticed that because I'm like, do you know how to actually do it? I'm like, you could tell they even hesitate.
Yeah, yeah. So like a lot of people think that creating a course is just about just nah. You got to cook it.
No, I told you when I saw your first, was it the first course? I told you, I was like, he know how to teach. I
Oh
told
yeah,
you, I was like, you actually know how to explain something. So it doesn't matter where you're coming from, you're going to understand this because you explain it. That's how they say, if someone understands something because they can explain it to like a 5-year-old. That's how you
right.
know they understand it. And that's how you explain stuff. So I'm like,
Thank
oh,
you, thank you, thank you,
he
thank you.
knows what he's doing.
Hey, oh, you like the way I do that.
Because it's like you already dealing with something dry and complicated subject
You
matter.
got it.
So
You
you
got it.
can't have a dry and complicated professor to explain. So that's what happens. And then you
And
just
that's
get lost.
and that's a lot of things that I see with Udemy, right? Like, or let's be real, Oracle is not. It ain't fun.
No, it's dry. It's real
Nah,
dry.
it's dry as hell.
Oracle dry, SQL is dry, all of
Equal is dry. It's dry. You know what I'm saying? So if you
it.
have a professor that can't add color to it, man, it ain't gonna work.
And it's not even color, it's just you explain it so basic. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's how it,
Yeah,
oh.
and a lot of times, right? And another thing at peep game, right? So another thing that I see with people is this, right? So they be teaching the joint, right? And all they doing is they just teaching this shit.
Mhm.
They just okay, you do this, you do this, you do that, bruh. At what point do you break and talk about Diddy or talk about Beyonce?
No, they're not gonna do that.
You got to do it though.
Because see, the thing is, because you have real people sitting in class in front of you, you're actually engaging in conversation with them.
You got to.
But I think
Like even if I
video,
like this AWS course that I'm creating, right? Like I'm trying to think, okay, I'm not gonna have people in front of me, right? So I gotta kind of think about how is it that I can do it again, but still be colorful, but because I'm not talking to people.
but see, to me, I don't even think it's because you're colorful. I think it's because you explain stuff
Oh, okay.
so clearly and concise. That's to me, I'm like, oh, that's what, like when you're like, a car is the database and the house is the
Oh,
when you're
yeah, I
saying
remember saying
Oracle
that.
Home
Yeah.
and or he's like, you could switch the data, or you could have many cars in and you're like, oh, that makes sense. So that to me is like, because if you're sitting and reading a textbook or you're following a professor who's reading a textbook, basically
Yeah.
a PDF,
Yeah.
you're not getting the conceptually. You're like, I'm just memorizing a whole bunch of stuff. I don't understand it conceptually. But how you explaining it, so it's like I understand this now. I could
Right.
explain it to somebody else.
Right.
That's
So
mastery. You understand me? That you get to a point where you're like, there's clarity, and then I'm mastering something.
got you.
That's a difference. So you
Thank
could do
you.
that without having a because of how you explain stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not just the being colorful. I think that's important too, because you need a break, a mental break.
Yeah.
But to me, even just the way you explain things, it's like, oh yeah, that's how you, or you like Oracle when you're doing the PWD, and you like, this is your GPS. This is how you get to someone's house. First you go through this. First you go through this. First you go, and I'm like, see.
Yeah. I remember saying that.
It's real simple, right?
Man.
But when other people explain it, you're like, I'm not getting it. Like, I don't get it.
But the thing is, Mary, this is the thing, right? You know what? This is a funny thing. I was just like you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tell you. Like I was a student just like you. Now just think if you just stay on point for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're gonna make so much money.
Mm-hmm.
Man, all that Atlanta, all that party and all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that stuff got to go.
Nobody's partying right now. It's COVID. I hope nobody's out partying right now.
In Atlanta?
There's always somebody.
In Atlanta?
There's always
somebody.
But
What's that famous club in Atlanta? What's the
I don't know.
What's the no? But you know the joint I'm talking about.
I don't
Off of
remember.
Far Road. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember.
Man, trust me. Clubs in Atlanta, they are
But
open
but
for
DC
business.
same thing. DC same thing.
Oh yeah, clubs are open, all that. So all
DC,
I'm saying,
Miami, whatever, doesn't matter.
yeah,
But I feel like right now everybody's a little bit. Now summer's about to come, so we'll see what happens this summer.
yeah.
But the past
Yeah.
year,
But I'm coming to Atlanta this weekend. I'm just gonna come over here and come relax. And I actually just want to get away because I need to be locked up in a hotel.
why didn't you what was I gonna say? You closed the Atlanta office. You had a physical office in
I
Atlanta.
did. I was teaching in Atlanta,
Yeah.
but I had to close it because at one point in Atlanta they said, no, you cannot come out the house. I don't know if you remember when COVID first started.
Yeah.
They said, you cannot come in out the house. I said, okay, all right, I okay. Can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, like COVID was the great unknown. That like
Yeah.
people were just freaking out. So I said, okay, this not benefiting me. You know what I'm saying? So COVID did two things. All the businesses that couldn't survive, they're out of there. You know what I'm saying? And the businesses that thought forward,
yeah, that's how you gotta do it.
So man, just keep doing your thing.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah, just keep doing your thing, Marie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got the number, just, you know, hit me up, you know, like I got you. And, you know, like I think you have big things for you.
Oh, another thing for people that's thinking about joining or signing up with you or not, I will say too, to me, I respect my mentors because I think that's priceless to have someone you can call to say, you know, I just got this job offer. What do you think? Or should we go here? Like how you like AWS is the future. You might want to look into that. You're not going to get that from a book or from somebody's course because you're not getting that insider information, so to speak. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely, for sure.
That's price to me. That's priceless. That's worth the price of admission. That alone.
For sure.
So
just keep doing your thing, Marie. I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Just
all right.
Just keep doing your thing. And if you have any questions, just hit me up. And yeah.
Okay, we'll do.
That's it, man.
Thank you.
Bam. All right, let me stop this joint now. All right.